the repowering and extension of the Ben Akatil wind farm at a site 15 kilometres west of Portree and 5 kilometres east of Dunvegan in Skye. An application has been made for that work by Renantis UK Limited. My name is Robert Seaton, and I am the reporter appointed by the Scottish Ministers to hold the inquiry and report to them on the proposed development. The inquiry is required to be held by law because Highland Council, as the planning authority, has objected to the application. And the purpose of this meeting today is to determine the procedure for the inquiry. Everyone should have received an agenda for the meeting. I intend to run the meeting according to the agenda. If there are any points that you want to raise that aren't covered specifically in an agenda item, please could you raise those points in the last item, which is any other business. I'd be grateful if you would normally keep yourself muted in the meeting so we don't get background noises. And you can mute yourself, I think everyone knows, by pressing the button labelled mic near the top right of the screen. You'll be muted when the microphone symbol is crossed out. And if you want to speak, you will, of course, have to unmute yourself first. Get on to the second item, which is introduction of those representing principal parties at the meeting. I recognise Mr. Fraser Gillis and Mr. Gillis, I imagine you're going to introduce Ailsa Wilson as representing Renantis UK Limited.
Yes, that's correct. Ms. Wilson is appearing. Hopefully, she's on your screen at the moment as well.
I see her. Yeah. Labelled ENQ. Yeah.
Yes.
Good. Okay. And for Highland Council, I recognise Rhoda Banfro. And I imagine you're going to introduce Mr. Finlay as representing Highland Council.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. For Skye Wind Farm Group, Mr. Campbell isn't here yet, but I recognise Mr. Kelly, who will represent both for the moment until Mr. Campbell can appear. Are you content with that, Mr. Kelly?
Yes, sir. I'll do my best. Obviously, I've been asked to step in at the last minute. I haven't prepared for the meeting, but I'll try and assist you as best I can until Mr. Campbell can join.
Okay, right. Okay, well, we'll take that into account. For Skia Boston and District Community Council, Mr. Salt is here. Yeah, good. And is anyone here for Struan Community Council? No. Okay. There's a number of other people at the meeting. Not so many. Oh, Mr. Semler, do you want to say something? If you want to unmute yourself, that's
I am actually a councillor on the Struan Community Council, but my original objection was raised in my own name.
Yes, well, that's fine. No, I understand that, Mr. Semler. Yeah. But you're not representing Struan Community Council here.
I can do.
Okay, well, that's grand. If you want to, if you're able to speak on their behalf, that would be fine. Okay. Right. I won't go around everyone else in the meeting, but if anyone has a point to make, I think the thing to do is, because of the number of people here, I think if anyone has a point to make, what you would do is raise your hand, introduce yourself, and say what your position is. And you can raise your hand, I think everyone will know, by pressing the hand symbol at the middle of the screen, which says raise underneath it. And I'll take the points in the order that they're shown on my screen, and I think they'll show on your screen too. Okay. I think we can move on to the third point on the agenda, which is the code of practice for handling inquiries under the Electricity Act. So, as I set out in the agenda, I propose to run the inquiry according to the code of practice, and the link to the code of practice was embedded in the agenda that I sent out. And I'll also put the link in the note that I send out of the meeting. So Of course, any specific arrangements at this meeting made at this meeting would take precedence over the general arrangements in the code of practice. But does anyone have any comment on using the code of practice for the inquiry? No. Okay, good. All right.
There's a number of people who are unable to log on at the moment. There's a Teams difficulty. So I'm speaking on behalf of the Sky Wind Farm Information Group. We've had lots of problems getting through with Teams this morning with it signaling up that the meeting code isn't identified. So John Campbell, our legal counsel, is trying to get on to be at this hearing and can't at the moment. Because something's weird has happened to Teams this morning. So not everybody's at the table just yet, I'm afraid.
Right. Okay, Stuart.
Hi. Yeah, one of my colleagues is speaking with Mr. Campbell at the moment, is trying to get him on.
Well, we do have Mr. Kelly here representing Sky Wind Farm Information Group, and there will be a recording of the meeting available. I think that's correct, isn't it, Stuart? The recording of the meeting will be available.
Yeah.
Is he listening to me?
Is sort of our primary counsel. We had him briefed up last night to talk to various points and things. So if he's not here, he's messaging me now saying he can't get through, and I think he's chatting to a colleague of yours. So
yeah,
we need him really, to be honest.
Okay, Mr. Kelly, are you? Is that your view?
In terms of the key issues you will discuss today, the timing of the inquiry and the method of dealing with the evidence on different topics, I have a note from Mr. Campbell. So we could continue, and of course we do have 2 weeks after you issue the minute of the meeting to respond on points. I don't know how Stuart's colleagues getting on. Perhaps it might help if you just paused for a couple of minutes to see if Mr. Campbell can join, and if he can't join within a couple of minutes, then I'll look to help you as best I can, sir, based on the notes I have.
Well, I'm content to do that if everyone else is content to hold on. Should we say until right? Okay. Apparently, there's a problem with the webcast as well, Stuart.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think notwithstanding any problem with the webcast, I think there will be a recording available of the meeting. But I'm happy to pause until, let's say, past and see if we can sort those problems out. Is everyone content with that? Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we'll just pause there then. Well, we don't seem to have any progress on it. I don't think Mr. Campbell is here. Stuart, is there any?
Yeah, so my
indication?
colleague David's been speaking to Mr. Campbell, and it seems to be Mr. Campbell's device. He's having to do a restart.
Okay, but should we give him a bit more time to restart it then?
I think that seems to be the case. I think
Yeah.
that he's currently doing that at the moment.
So
We
we're
are
all-
actually having that stream issue. It doesn't seem to be wanting to start for some reason. It currently is getting recorded, and I'm still going to try and work on that. But it's currently not loading onto the live stream portal. So we're trying to fix that too.
Okay.
As I say, it is being recorded.
If we take 5 more minutes, is that likely to fix the problem?
Hope I don't know. Is
Right.
the perfect answer. I can try. I'm still trying at the moment just to see. I'm trying to troubleshoot a few things to see what could be the issue.
Well,
But it would help, I guess.
yeah. If it's Mr. Campbell's machine, then presumably he can restart it in 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
well, so we'll be back at what 23 minutes past. Okay. Thanks very much.
Can I also hello?
Mr. Robinson, yeah.
No, it's David Salt here.
Oh, is it Mr. Salt? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I've had a few calls that the webcast is not functioning either.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's happening there, but just to let you know.
No, I think Stuart was saying that he's looking at that at the moment. Our technical staff at the DPA are looking at that.
Okay. Cheers then.
Thanks.